Are you bored with your Fisher Price style key fob for your ninth gen Impala? Well, stick around, I'll show you a couple upgrades you can do. So I went ahead and purchased two key fobs from Boost Auto Parts. These are both for um, they're in the style of the newer versions, but they were for the 2007 to 2014 Chevy Tahoes. The Pretty much anything you see with this fob has the FCC ID is the exact same. I mean, pretty much everything GM had from '06 to 13, like that generation of vehicle, all use the same frequency. So if you'll see Tahoes and Escalades and Cadillac SRXs, you'll see in one of my first videos I had a Cadillac fob that looked like a STS fob, SRX fob programmed to my old Impala. Um, they all have the same frequency code, so you can get one for a '07 to 14 Tahoe and program it to your ninth gen Impala. So this is the first one I got. This is they call this the 2015 style. I'll tell you right now, this button right here does nothing. In this, the hatch button works the trunk. So you'll see, and it says click it twice, and you do not click it twice, you hold it down. But this is kind of lightweight. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. Lightweight. This is very plasticky. Um, from what I've seen, some of the reviews on this chrome wears off. But the nice thing is you can order a replacement shell for a 2015 Tahoe, and everything looks the same. You just swap these Boost Auto guts over. This one right here. This is the 2020 style. I think it's 2020 Silverado-Style. Like it's the the new version of the Tahoe. The remote looks different. But this is designed for the Tahoe because it has the hatch release buttons. I don't know if this was used on like a GMC Terrain, I think, but this one is very hefty. This is all metal, and I think they're getting the shells straight from GM because you push this little button in, and it has like the spare keyblade, but it is of no use to the older vehicles because it's it's. Hang on, I'll put the phone on tripod and I'll show you what it looks like. So you can depress, like their procs on the new trucks, their procs keys, they don't have yeah, no, I can't do it. Yeah, there you go. It's got but this is of no use because the newer vehicles have the pattern etched in the side, so it's superfluous. I'm thinking of maybe popping the cover off and just gluing this thing in there, just so it's in there pretty good, just in case. Maybe, I don't know, but this is the one. This was $62 from Boost Auto. I already put a scratch on it, and I think this cheaper one, this was $48. But I'm just gonna tell you, this is cool. Don't get me wrong, but this is very substantial and weighty, and this is all metal. And the clicker, it's a very very solid click, whereas this is kind of rubbery. It's not as I don't know how do I want to describe it. This is a definitive click, 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 and it's very tactile. And this is kind of spongy, kind of rubbery. All in all, this is a huge improvement over this. I'll tell you that right now. But this is like Mac Daddy of them all right here. It's got a good, feels good in your hand. It's just it blows this thing out of the water. I don't know. I might take some acetone or something to this and just to rub off that because it does nothing. But this, and you don't need to double click. You just hold it. Same goes with this one. Now, as far as programming these go, if you have a 2006 to either 09 or 10, I can't remember if it's either 10 or 11 where they took away the ability to program it on your instrument cluster. If you have the older models, you can do it on your cluster, but if you have like 10 or 11 up, you need a programmer. I used to have one of these little programmers from Dorman, but they're only good for 3 uses, and then they're no good. So I think I threw it out. I was looking for it. I don't have it, but those are like $70. Go and spend $129 and get you one of these VCX Nanos. It's money well spent. You can program radios, key fobs, keys. You can do diagnostics. I mean, you can diagnose everything on the whole car. Everything those little cheap code readers won't do. It runs. You can run Tech 2 Win on the 9th Gen Impala. But if you get, anything, they include Tech 2 Win, which is a clone of the Tech 2 software, and they also have what's called GDS2, which you need to use for anything newer than 2013. Which, even if you have like a 14 through 16 Impala Limited, it's a 2013 Impala anyway, so you can still use this with those all 9th gens. You can use Tech 2 Win. I don't know. I'm trying to kick it up on the computer here, but I don't have it hooked up to the car. I don't think it's going to come on, but yeah, essentially this plugs in the USB and this plugs into your OBD port, and yeah, it's not going to do anything because I don't have it hooked to the car, but I'm telling you, best money, best $129 ever spent. I mean, I'm wishing kicking myself because I had a MyLink radio programmed about 4 years ago and paid $60. And then I also paid, I think I paid 60 for that Dorman programmer, so that would have paid for this pretty much. But since I've had this, has been invaluable doing diagnostics and programming fobs and keys and radios and you name it. It's paid for itself probably 5 times over. The only thing is, I went and bought a crappy laptop because this comes up as, it'll say it's spyware, or I'm sorry, the clone software. It's not exactly, I mean, I'm sure it's pirated from somewhere. Let's be honest. They can't sell these for, a dealer level scanner for $130 and not expect it to be riddled with spyware or malware or whatever. So I went and just got this was like a $70 used laptop from eBay, and I stripped everything off it, and I just run this on here. I don't have to worry about any of my personal shit getting destroyed. Not that this hasn't acted up like that, but just to get rid of any worry. But yeah, I really love this 2020 Style Fob. If I had to pick, out of the two from Boost Auto, this is cool, don't get me wrong, but this one, yeah, this is the one I suggest you go for. And anyway, all the functions work. I'm in my, I suppose I could open the garage just to demonstrate the remote start works. Hang on a sec here. Okay, let's demonstrate. And this one does the same. Oh, it's up here. So they both work flawlessly. So yeah, ringing endorsement for the VCX Nano, ringing endorsement for the Boost Auto 2020 Style. Not sponsored, by the way. I paid for all of this, my out of pocket. Yeah, anyway, if I swayed your decision in any way, give me a thumbs up. Oh yeah, I will post links to these two. And the Nano. I got that from Amazon. Yeah, anyway, somebody posted in the comments of my little short that I made, asked if it worked with the 10th gen, and it does not. Doesn't look like anything for the 10th gen. There's anything that cross-references with it at all. Even though that was like the 5th gen Camaro, the same fob, they got nothing. They don't cross-reference with the trucks, the Tahoes, the SUVs, nothing, so you're pretty much stuck. 9th gens, they made so many different fobs for different vehicles, and they all had that OUC60270 ID number, so you can pretty much program anything that has that ID. I'll flash it on the screen. Anything with that ID to your 9th gen. And if you're wondering, like, Boost Auto has a proprietary board in here that they program to work with the older models. This isn't, you can't just go on eBay and buy a fob for a 2020 Tahoe and expect it to work, or a 2015 and expect it to work. It won't. You got to get it the ones from Boost Auto. Links will be in the description. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit thanks if you're feeling generous. And we'll see you in the next video.